Okay, ada participant yang nak masuk. Saya kena admit diorang. Okay, kita resume share. Okay. So, all semua dah dapat dah? Nampak tak apa ni slide ni?
Nampak.
Okay. So, for today, kita discuss, more on discussion. So, this is the topic that I put in week 5. So, in terms of stress and also psychological. So, we as an OT, we should play our role as an OT to bring client and ada masalah psikologi, masalah psikologi and stress. So, in work hardening component, one of the program yang you kena plan untuk case yang ada isu off work yang lama, ada behavioral problem, ada isu of stress, then you conduct stress management. So this is the topic relevant to OT in return to work and also issue of psychology. So you all know what are the definition of stress. The work-related stress by defined health safety environment say that this is the adverse reaction people have to excessive pressure or other types of demand placed on them. So, we all normal people yang bekerja, ada berkeluarga, family, semua ada stress. It's normal for human being. But if the person are able to cope, it become adverse reaction to the excessive pressure. So sometimes we need to train our client how to manage stress. So when people are having stress, the problem is that they're absent from work. So there is issue of absenteeism, and then the issue of productivity. There is a reduction of productivity. Then they're having poor quality of life, and then people give off work, take leave. This escalate medical expenses. This is a study being done. There is a lot of study being done, especially people working at office. So they handle quite tremendous amount of stress. So we need to understand, and then we need to educate also our client. You must have a session of education with the client. When you do a work hardening program, what are the things? What are the stress? So stress can become stress. Stress. Not all stress is negative, but some of the stress is positive. Positive stress. For example, like you winning a lottery, you nak engage, you want to get married. It's stress, but it's a positive stress, kan? You happy, you got award, pekerja cemerlang, katakan. You got promotion from U32 to 41, kan? But it's positive stress, but not stress is negative, but some of them are positive. Negative stress, stress of losing, failing, overworking, and not coping. So people yang not coping with their stress, it become negative. Stress is normal to us. So we need to educate our client, our patient, in terms of what are the thing, what are our body respond towards stress. You need to educate them. So for us as human being, normal human being, we have they call it automatic state. Our body attempt to make changes in order to adapt to any demand. So this is the thing. Our body will react. So you kena educate dia. Macam mana dia punya pathophysiology about stress. Then people, if they know the body reaction, how we cope the stress, then they become aware. Then you senang you nak train dia. So in terms of causes of stress, it can be external and internal. This is the thing. You can teach to them, can train them, educate them. Stress fall into two categories: external, internal. External can be death of spouse, divorce, and death of family members, moving from house, and then, for example, like this PKP, kan? PKP, yeah, PKP is one of the external stress. You kena duduk kat rumah quarantine. Kalau siapa macam I tak boleh tahan duduk rumah ni, become stress, kan? Duduk rumah pergi pintu depan, pintu belakang, lagi kalau rumah yang yang tak ada rumah teres, rumah tingkat, kan, tak ada apa yang nak buat. So you become stress, kan? We cannot cope with that. Some of the, you see at the Facebook or that, some of them ada yang bunuh diri dan sebagainya, depressed, become mental problem, kan? Lagi-lagi kalau kena buang kerja, tak ada kerja. This is the external stress. So it become a pressure. Kalau dibuang kerja into financial, and then become argument, duduk di dalam rumah lama-lama, argue dengan wife, dengan spouse, tak habis-habis. Then family concern, lack of sleep. So all these things, talking about external stress. So this thing need to educate to our client. And then internal stress. Internal stress also is when talking about internal stress, it's about inside yourself, the inner stress, dalaman, stress dalaman pada diri sendiri. For example, your belief, your values, your faith, your goal, your self-image, your expectation of self and others. And this is the internal stress. For example, you expect yourself to graduate as a degree, you expect yourself to achieve your career. Takkan selama-lama jadi orang bawahan, betul tak? Kena jadi pegawai itu, kena jadi bos. So become an internal stress to you. So stress also can due to the environment that you working. You punya workstation, you punya ergonomic. When talk about workstation, it's more on ergonomic. Dia punya kerusi yang tak sesuai ketinggian. There is also in terms of the temperature, in terms of the pollution, noise, all these things can cause stress to you. This ada when talk about stress relate dengan environment tempat you bekerja. So, sorry ya guys, sekejap ya. Apa pula ni? Hello, ya Atira. Fitra. Nama Fitra? Sekejap Fitra, nanti lepas pukul 10 you call Saya ada kelas ePJJ. Okay, sorry Okay. Okay, time cuti pun saya ada kerja juga inilah kehidupan sebagai cikgu. Macam cikgu sekolah pula. Hello, you all semua ada kat sana?
Ada, sir.
Okay, ingatkan dah senyap semua tidur.
Dah lah, mana ada tidur.
Okay, alright. Okay. Kalau nak tidur pun tak apa. Saya tak nampak kan?
Tak, sir, buka laptop sebelah ni.
Okay. So you need to educate how stress occurs within your body. What your punya body punya action. When we got stress, hormon, kita punya hormon, penyebab apa ni yang akan merangsang kita punya physiological reaction. Kan hormon, apa hormon, di mana dia datang kan, bila hormon keluar, dia release ACTH. ACTH ni yang akan mengalir dalam badan, dalam darah. So ACTH ni yang semelit dia punya adrenal glands to secrete further chemical. So dia release chemical that affect other organ system. So bila you stress, pressure yourself, they release ACTH. You kena ajar pada you punya client adrenocorticotropic hormone. So this apa ni ACTH ni yang akan merangsang you punya apa ni, increase you punya pulse rate, BP, blood pressure dan sebagainya kan. So this is the thing. This is the anatomy. You have to teach your punya client using this slide. Also I bagi permission kan untuk gunakan to teach punya client. So kena ada sesi education dengan you punya client. Then so what happen when there is ACTH, rises of ACTH ni? So when there is a rises of ACTH, it will cause your heart rate speed up, your BP rises, breathing speed up, blood to muscle increase, sweating, you become sweating, and blood sugar increases. So this is the thing that happen when you are under stress. So when this is happen, the punya physiological reaction happen, this is the symptom of stress. So symptom of stress you divided into 3. It can be physical, mental, emotional, and also behavioral and cognitive. This thing, this thing happen if there is a symptom of stress. So you know what? When people got stressed, they're able to recognize what are the things and their effect to their self, right? So what in terms of physical symptom apa dia? The muscle tense. You got this nausea, vomiting, headaches, jaw, neck, and back pain, diarrhea, sleep disturbance, dry mouths, sweaty palms, upper respiratory infection. This one terlalu serius lah, kan? Ada infection pula. Cold hands, okay. And breathing changes, shallow sighing. So all these things, physical symptoms. I think you all also suffer juga. Kalau you under stress, you able to recognize dia punya symptom. So macam I juga, kalau I nak jumpa, nak interview, contoh nak naik pangkat ke, nak dapat something kan, that you really hendak sangat kan, you really need it, whatever thing. You sometimes diarrhea, you got diarrhea. Macam I got diarrhea kalau nak pergi interview yang high level ni kan, tidur tak lena kan. So this is the physical symptoms. Ada lagi nak masuk sekejap ya. Bashiro. Okey, saya masukkan dia dulu. Bashiro, iPhone. So welcome Bashiro. Dia dengar ke tidak? Tak tahulah. Okay, these are physical symptoms that And then you need to highlight to your client in terms of emotional mental symptom. Apa dia? You become anxious, you got worry, guilt, nervous, you frustrated, you anger, you moody, depressed, appetite varies, racing thoughts, nightmares, concentration, diminished concentration, impaired memory of forgetfulness. Kan? So all these things, this talking about emotional mental symptom. This thing, kalau you katakan you ada klien ada issue of stress ni, you kena bagi dia diary. Bagi dia diary. So whenever they experience stress, they need to note apa dia punya physical and mental symptom. Sebab bila dia dah dapat note physical and mental symptom, bila dia tahu bila dia ada simptom ni, maybe dia ada problem, ada stress yang dia tekanan yang dia hadapi, then dia boleh start practice apa yang you ajar. So this thing, symptom ni. Then furthermore, in terms of emotional and dia punya cognitive, indecisiveness, dia buat decision yang tak betul. Close to tears of crying, ini more severe lah. Close to tears of crying, loneliness, fear of getting close, suicidal thinking, and become worse lah. This one worst scenario lah. Suicidal thinking, trouble learning new info, confused, disorganized. This one more severe. Then you need to identify. Oh, ada seorang lagi nak masuk. Bashiruh tak masuk lagi ya. Ya, saya masukkan Bashiruh. Okay. Alright. And then behavioral and cognitive symptom. So you need to make your client, not you identify, make your client identify dia punya issue. Sebab when you treat this stress, is for people yang normal, and they're able to identify behavioral and cognitive symptoms. For example, like tardiness, serious appearance, nervous, rushing on age, increased frustration, more accident, overreacting. Bukan overacting, overreact. Whatever people say, they overreact. So this is the symptom in terms of behavior, in terms of emosi and physical. So you ask your client to take note. Whenever dia ada they're having stress, what are the punya symptom? Takkan dari. Sebab apa? When you train dia punya teknik, for example, deep breathing, Jack Robinson technique, the very important thing is that do your technique able to reduce the symptom. Able to reduce the symptom. This is furthermore of the behavior. Reduce productivity, social withdrawal, and then become defensive. Sleep problem, insomnia. Increase use of drugs, this severe lah. Increase tobacco, increase alcohol, increase recreational drugs, makan pil puder, pil hayal. So all these things are the symptom of behavior. So the long-term effect, you need to highlight to your client the long-term effect of stress. Apa dia? It can be your personality change. You become depressed. You feel helpless, hopeless. Become explosive. You have exaggerated fears and develop anxiety, panics, and develop physical problem, including cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, ulcers or headaches. So you need to highlight to your client, this is the long term. If you are unable to manage stress, you can have mental problem or physical problem. Physical problems such as high BP, headaches. Kalau contoh anxiety disorders, they can get GAD, general anxiety disorders. They can get panic attack. This is the long-term effect of stress. So, so how you know your client ada stress? So, there is three things here. Do you do job content questionnaire or you do DAS? And there is a very good questionnaire. They call it workplace stress skill. This one, I know you all know about this DAS, but there is another assessment. This is self-report from your client. Do they having this workplace stress? Dia ada stress dekat workplace by using workplace stress skill. This one, ialah kita kalau kadang kita nak buat stress management, takkan patient yang tak ada stress dia nak buat kan. Tapi this is the way kita analyse dia punya stress guna workplace stress skill. Sekejap ya guys. Kita tengok tu apa tu workplace stress skill. Sekejap. Kita kita buka satu tajuk, satu apa assessment tu. Okey, sekejap. Sekejap ya. Ni dia. Okey. Nampak tak guys? Nampak tak? Workplace stress skill.
Tak nampak lagi.
Tak, okey.
Ada lagi.
Okey, saya dia kena okey. 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 Pak Syirul ni asyik nak masuk dia tapi tak boleh masuk ya. Dia pakai mobile internet. Okey. So, this is the nampakkan form tu kan? Nampak?
Nampak.
This
Nampak sir.
they call it the workplace stress skill. You tengok sini workplace stress skill. Di mana this direction is developed by American Institute of Stress, Yonkers, New York. The direction there, thinking about your current job, how often does each of the following statement describe how you feel? For example, conditions at work are unpleasant or sometimes even unsafe. I feel that my job is negatively affect my physiology, physical or emotional well-being. I have too much work to do and too many reasonable deadlines. So, dia kena jawab lah. Never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often. I have adequate control or input over my work duty. I seek appropriate recognition of reward for good performance. I am able to utilize my skills and talent to the fullest extent at work. So this question relate to the work area. Kalau di tempat kerja tu ada stress, so we can detect. So dia punya interpreting workplace skills course ada ni. So kalau dia score 30 to 40, it means that stress level is potentially dangerous. Kalau dia score 26 to 30, severe. Kalau dia total score 21 to 25, moderate stress. So, you are able to detect by giving them this questionnaire. I tak suka guna DAS, Sebab DAS ni lebih kepada, the general tau DAS ni, dia lebih kepada simptom, dia lebih kepada simptom, apa dia panggil, simptom, apa ni, depression, anxiety, kan? Dia lebih kepada simptom. Tapi ni relate kepada job, work dia. Besok kalau you nak buat research, kan, you nak propose research, you kalau nak study, for example, the difference between stress of people working at office and hospital, kan, working as a frontliner ke apa, you boleh guna ni. Sebab apa? You boleh guna, you boleh buat Google Form. Senang je kan? Google Form, suruh dia isi form. It's good. Apa ni? Macam mana nak buat apa ni, research dan sebagainya, guna ni. Okey. So kita sambung topik kita. Okey. Kalau you ada soalan boleh terus tanya. Tak payah tunggu. So this we use, you all use workplace stress skill lah untuk. And then apa treatment? What are the activity or intervention lah? We tambah intervention that can be done for stress management. So, for example, deep breathing. You all semua, I know you are expert on this thing. It's the exercise, relaxation, guided imaginary. So you need to practice your client all this technique, and then to practice those technique and to apply masa dia ada problem tu. So application ni doesn't mean that they have to lie baring masa buat. No, kadang at dia punya tempat duduk pun dia boleh buat. So you kena buat diary untuk apply this, untuk dia apa, handle dia punya stress. And then ada method apa ni, you kena bagi aware dia punya limit. Kadang setiap orang ni dia tak tahu dia punya limit, kan? So you need to educate them how to be realistic. Then you kena apa ni, change attitude. Kan? People yang dapat stress ni dia negative attitude. There should be a positive attitude. Learn to see stressful situation as a challenges. And then you need to have your punya body, talk it over. Maksudnya mesti ada kawan yang you dapat luahkan perasaan. Must have a good body, kan? Macam you all semua, mesti ada kawan close friend, kan, yang dapat dengar masalah dan sebagainya. And then ergonomic, you punya workstation, you kena ajar dia control dia punya environment. Macam mana dia nak control environment dia? By adjust ergonomically dia punya workplace. So you kena bagi guidance kat dia orang. And then people, you need to teach them to be assertive. To be assertive, to say no. To say no. Sometimes boss you bagi kerja lebih-lebih kat you. You need to say, no, I cannot do it because time is limited. Kan? You cannot achieve it. Sebab kadang-kadang kita ni, yes boss. That's a problem. Boss tak tahu. Ingat semua boleh buat. You need to educate your client to say no. And then you have to educate your client to have a positive self-talk. Positive self-talk in that, very important. It's more like you bagi apa ni dipanggil cognitive diri sendiri, cognitive behavior, cognitive training diri sendiri untuk have a positive. For example, I can handle this step a time. Boleh buat ni. Satu-satu. Macam you belajar degree ni kan. You belajar degree, you kena positive your self talk lah. Kalau ada assignment, kena selesaikan assignment ni dulu. Step by step. Kalau hari Sabtu ni, apa yang kena buat? You kena list. Jangan list terlampau banyak. Kata ada assignment terutama assignment macam ni, ada. You buat 2 dulu. Janganlah listkan sampai 6. Tak, memanglah it is unachievable. Then take charge, take responsibility for making your life what you want. Master relaxation, so kena ajar Jack Capson bila kita dalam stress, macam mana kita nak reduce muscle tension. Kita boleh guna biofeedback, meditation. Then reappraise your life and priorities. So this one, all this technique, you can teach your client. So the dual nature of relation is mental and physical relaxation. So for example, mental relation apa dia? Apa dia punya benefit? You kena beritahu you punya client in term of mental Nadira baru masuk. Mental relaxation, apa dia? Dia punya benefit. Passive attitude for worries, enhance ability, focus attention one object, word, thoughts, increase mental discipline, enhance awareness of mental and physical internal process, accelerated alpha brain waves. When you accelerated alpha brain wave, you slow frequency relaxed state. Agreeable feelings of well-being and peacefulness. Kalau you apa itu teknik mental relaxation? Kadang-kadang overlap kan. Dia caption relaxation dia overlap juga. Dia muscle physical relaxation dan juga mental relaxation. Deep breathing teknik ada juga melibatkan pergerakan physical diaphragm kan. Di probably yang mental relaxation yang very specific.
Hello everyone.
Imagination kan. One of the really mental relaxation. So in terms of we do physical relaxation, for example, deep breathing, Jack Capson technique. So all these things reduce breathing, reduce heart rate, reduce output of sweat and blood flow, reduce blood cholesterol, reduce electrical activity, reduce muscle tension, reduce beta wave, brain wave, increase digestive efficiency, then increase immune system efficiency. So all these things, this is the benefit of physical relaxation. So you need to highlight to your client all these things. And then this is the stress management that using self-help techniques for dealing with stress. First, the tip 1 is that identify the source of stress in your life. Your habit, your attitude, and excuses. Start a stress journal. Stress journal maksudnya diary lah. So, first thing, you need to teach client to identify what are the source that stress in your life. For example, your spouse giving you stress in your life, in daily life. This is the one of the punca stress. Dia kena catatkan. Then itu practice the 4 A's of stress management. One is avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. You need to avoid. Sometimes you cannot avoid. You need to alter. Sometimes you then after that you kena adapt. Then you kena accept. This is called 4 A's. And then get moving. Maksudnya kena Kena buatlah apa yang you dah train dan sebagainya. Connect to others. I mean, you must have close friend to luahkan perasaan dan sebagainya. Network of close friend. Kena ada kawan. You tak boleh kadang-kadang. Sometimes you need to release your stress to your body, kan? Your close friend. Make time for fun and relaxation. You need spend time for fun and relaxation. Apa yang you suka? Apa aktiviti yang you seronok nak buat? Contoh, apa ni Aisyah, apa yang you seronok nak buat? Relax, rasa relax, you seronok, apa dia? Sarifah?
Shopping.
Shopping. Shopping.
Shopping.
Is your fun kan, window shopping katakan. It's your time.
Tengok Korean show.
So, you know what? Kalau katakan kita plan, katakan hari ni nak buat assignment 1, 2, 3, 4 kan. Katakan you katakan ada 4 task you nak buat hari ni. So you reward yourself. You hadiahkan diri you dengan apa yang buatkan you fun and relax. For example, shopping. Okay, hari lepas 4 habis ni task ni, I nak pergi kat Jekyll katakan. Atau
Shopping online tu.
Mana boleh keluar? Mana boleh keluar?
apa yang you seronok nak buat, shopping, window shopping. Tapi kena selesaikan 4 dulu. 4 assignment tu, task dulu. Barulah you reward yourself. Janganlah tak selesai you go shopping online ke apa kan, apa yang seronok. Tak habis lah kita so. Manage time, manage you punya macam mana. So you kena teach your punya client. Manage your time better. Maintain balance with a healthy lifestyle, get enough sleep, kan? Kalau tak cukup tidur, memang. Learn to release stress in the moment. So, these are the techniques yang you boleh ajar pada saya. Remember, I think kalau this thing dibuat di department, patient tu, klien kena datang at least 3-4 times. Dah dapat dah sakit kan? You dah ada session bersama pesakit 4 kali. Bersama pesakit. 4 sesi untuk ni. So you boleh katakan you punya KPI patient dan juga statistik. Kalau you buat in group dah 6 patient, tapi tak boleh ramai lah satu group. Nak practice all this thing. Another topic which is very important, they call it psychological readiness. Psychological readiness. They call it stage of change model. This is very important. When people having injury or trauma or injury or that, this is a theory by Proska and De Clemente, stages. Ni author dia. So when people having injury or trauma or that, injury lah. This one more on physical injury. This stage of change model. So dia ada behavior, psychological behavior yang dia akan experience. And we as a clinician, we need to understand that. What are the process, what are the stages of change of dia punya behavior. So what are the stages of change? So the first thing, pre-contemplation. They call it pre-contemplation. People yang ada injury ni ada issue of pre-contemplation. Maksud not consider quitting in the next 6 months. And psychology dia pre-contemplation, and then contemplation, seriously considering quitting in the next 6 months. So and then preparation, planning to quit in the next 30 days. Action, and also maintenance, and also relapse. Ni dia punya stages. So people yang suffer injuries, ada musculoskeletal injuries, dia punya psikologi go through these stages. First, pre-contemplation, contemplation, relapse, maintenance, action, and preparation. So these the stages. This theory also known as spiral of change. Spiral theory, spiral of change. So people yang ada injury dan sebagainya, Proska cakap dia ada pre-contemplation state, contemplation state, preparation, action, maintenance, dan sebagainya, and termination. So you kena faham. We need to understand what are the stages of our client. So bila kita faham dan keadaan pesakit, kita can come up with the intervention yang sesuai dengan stages ni. Sekejap. So this spiral change theory ni ada OT dia telah buat kajian lanjut di mana stage of change ni, spiral of change ni, dia dah simplified kan. Yang sebelum tu ada 6 kan, 6 ke 7 stages. Tapi sekarang ni seorang OT telah buat kajian, dia daripada Hong Kong. So dia buat kajian mengatakan daripada 6 ni boleh jadi 3 stages. Itu yang datangnya laser, LAM assessment of stages of employment readiness. So LAM gunakan this teori, dia convertkan teori itu, dia punya 7 stages ke tu kepada 3 stages. Dia simplifiedkan 3 stages. Ni Cho S. Lam ni daripada Chicago, Rehab Psychology Program. Dia buat kajian, dia 6 stages tu can simplified into 3 stages. You kena faham ni. So condition yang boleh terlibat lebih kepada orthopedic dan juga neurological patient. But kadang-kadang I surprised, some of the clinician we use laser ni untuk psychiatric patient. Ada guna untuk psychiatric patient. Bagi saya tak boleh. Sebab apa? This one more on dia punya psychology. So patient yang ada issue of mental disorder ni, dia ada issue of awareness, insight. So tak boleh digunakan untuk sakit yang ada mental disorder. Itu sebab apa? Memang kajian dibuat hanya untuk yang ada issue of orthopedic and neurological patient. Sebab dia punya kriteria untuk gunakan laser ni ialah yang ada masalah psikologi. Dia ada insight pada diri dia. Itu tak boleh gunakan. Kalau siapa yang gunakan, you need to really understand dia punya filosofi, underlying filosofi menggunakan psychological readiness.
Jadi kalau untuk yang ada masalah psikologi tu lebih sesuai untuk workplace stress skill tu lah.
Itu workplace stress pun ada yang patientnya ada insight. Kan? That one stress, kan faham Ini 2 topik yang berbeza. Stress lebih kepada untuk orang normal, issue of stress di tempat kerja. Jadi laser ni lebih kepada patient ada isu psikologi. Orang cedera katakan you cedera, you dapat trauma, kata you dapat slip disc, and you ada severe pain, ada buat operation, undergone operation, dia buat fusion dia punya back, kan? Your punya psikologi, kan, from this apa ni spiral theory, dia punya psikologi, dia ada proses stages of change, stages of pre-contemplation, contemplation, maintenance, action, kan? So kalau you dapat apa ni sakit, katakan psikiatri, tak sesuai lah, sebab kalau dia tak ada insight, dia tak aware dia keadaan dia, kita tak boleh suruh dia buat apa ni dia punya psikologi. Kita boleh guna assessment of work performance. Assessment work performance you dah belajar kan? You dah bagi dah. Kita observe dia punya motor and process skill. AW, assessment of work performance. Sebab you boleh observe dia punya performance. This AWP assessed by the therapist. Lain daripada laser ni, this is more on self report. Report daripada pesakit tu. Okay, good discussion just now. So you need to understand what are the indicators of people undergone this pre-contemplation stage. So the individual is unaware, unable, unwilling to change, not intend to change. Indicators argue, interrupt, deny, ignore, avoid reading, talking, or thinking about the behavior. So kalau you ada you punya patient dalam keadaan pre-contemplation, kita tak bolehlah buat hardening. Kita tak boleh buat program dengan dia. So you lebih kepada group discussion, bagi motivation, sebab dia belum bersedia lagi. So this the clinical tools. Kalau di dalam pre-contemplation, you need to only can do establish rapport, determine why the client has come to you, introduce ambulance about recovery. You kena cerita dia punya recovery tu, what the process or that, kan? Give information on the risk, pros and cons of use, acknowledge the client thoughts, feeling, fears and concerns, keep the interview informal. So this is the way. Bila patient dalam keadaan pre-contemplation stage, this is the clinical tool, this is the approach you have to do with your client. So dalam contemplation stage, what are the indicators? This patient dalam contemplation stage, individual is ambivalent or uncertain. So the indicators, individual meets clinician halfway. Dia dalam keadaan ambivalent ataupun tak pasti. Willing to look at pro and cons of behavior change. Individual is traditionally characterized as unpredictable, time intensive. So what are you going to do with this case yang ambivalence ni dan dalam contemplation? So lebih kepada discuss with pros and cons of recovery, emphasize client free choice and responsibility, elicit self-motivational statement, discuss the client goals in life, how we recovery affect this, reduce the fear of recovery. Lebih kepada group discussion, kan? Group discussion, group motivation. So dalam keadaan action stage, indicators individual is receptive to clinical intervention. Treatment compliance is normal. Demonstrate behavior change, affect positive outcome in other areas. So dia di relationship at home or work pun dia bagus dalam action stage ni. Individual is traditionally characterized as successful working the program. So what you going to do with this case? Jadi dalam keadaan sini dia dah boleh bagi komitmen. And then they are able to identify risky situation, triggers and coping strategies. You need to have find new reinforcers, sticking to the plan. Dan di dalam keadaan sini lah you dah boleh buat earning program kat dia kan. Dah boleh buat job placement, work settlement dalam keadaan action stage. So all these things you boleh baca sendirilah. Contemplation. This the when you look at the item, okay? Item of laser punya self report tu, this is something that they have need to have a deep thinking about themselves, dia punya diri dia. For example, I think I might be ready to look for some kind of job. Patient yang ada problem inside, poor inside. So there is a tak boleh buat. So this lebih kepada patient ada masalah physical injury yang tak ada issue of awareness of atau insight diri dia. So you all semua tahu kan benda ni? Okay. So kalau you nak tahu lebih lanjut macam mana tentang ni, dia punya psychometric properties, you boleh go through this lecture. Sekejap ya. Okay. So ada soalan tentang topik ni?
Ada, sir.
Okay semua?
Okay, sir.
Aisyah. Dalam rumah pun pakai mask ke? Aisyah dalam kereta ke? Internet problem internet problem.
Ada kat rumah, sir.
Dalam kereta
Internet
ke
slow,
rumah?
saya pakai phone.
Pakai phone
Tak ada dekat rumah, sir.
Dalam rumah?
Pakai phone. Internet
Tapi,
problem.
Internet problem kan? Mobile. Siapa yang
Saya tak boleh buka laptop.
mobile? Memang. Okay, never mind. I also recorded this lecture. Nanti I upload lah. Siapa-siapa
Okay, sir.
boleh tengok lagi.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, kalau tak ada soalan, I pergi kepada next topik.
Okay, sir.
Next topik. Okay. Okay. Next topic is about OT in occupational rehab, ergonomics, and health and safety promotion. So remember that OT is not only working at the hospital. OT also can work at big company yang dalam under occupational health safety, occupational health department. So we can play our role over there. So this topic regarding OT work at company. So we can play our role as an OT at certain company and prevent or manage injuries at workplace. So this is the topic related OT at workplace. So this is the outline. We talking about WHO definition and International Labour Organization definition, talking about occupational rehab, type of intervention and activities. So what OT do in the workplace? And then OT develop a full-scale ergonomics. OT ni, we are near to ergonomics, because ergonomics more on biomechanics study, and you all also have studied ergonomics kan, dengan Dr. Ghazali sekarang ni. And then OT at workplace, what we do, we able to manage injury. We have to do, we need to place the injured worker at their probably new workplace, dia punya limitation. We need to accommodate them. This is the OT job. When talk about OT at workplace, we have to come up with report, rehabilitation plan, punya progress, case closure report. So this topic discuss on OT at workplace. So you can talk about definition of WHO and also International Labour Organization. We need not only to promote and maintain promotion, we need not only to do promotion, but also we need to prevent. We as an OT can play a role in this. Then we need to protect our workers. Protect our workers in the employment from risk. And then place and maintain of the work in an occupational environment adapted to his physiological and psychological ability. So dalam OSHA Act, dalam OSHA Act, ada salah satu objektif of OSHA Act, this one, place and maintenance of the worker in an occupational environment that adapted to his physiological and psychological ability. It means that we need to be able to fit the man. No, we are able to fit the job to the man, not fit the man to the job. Lain prinsip dia, kecuali kalau kerja-kerja macam polis, askar, tentera. The person need to fit to the job, betul tak? Kata seorang polis, dia mesti kena fit. Askar mesti seorang yang fit pada pekerjaan dia. Tetapi lain pula prinsip ILO ni lebih kepada pekerja-pekerja yang kerja di industri, yang kerja kat factory. I mean they need to fit the job to the person, to the man. Adik, adapted of work to man and each of man to his job. Maksudnya dia kena adapt pekerjaan pada pekerja dan pekerjaan tu pada pekerjaan dan pekerja tu pada pekerjaan. Adaptation of work to man and each man to his job. That's why ergonomics coming in terms of anthropometry, in terms of biomechanics, in terms of the environment, kan? Kena pekerjaan tu kena adapt pada manusia. Ada yang nak masuk lagi. Syarifah ni. Okay. So, remember semua, sebelum keluar nanti, masukkan attendance. Ni tengok Pukeso punya laporan tahunan ni 2016. You tengok dia punya accident meningkat 6.2%. Dulu 62,837. Sekarang pada 2016, 2015, 62,837. 2016, 66,000. Laporan aksiden kemalangan per keso. Ramai yang aksiden. Sekarang ni, lagi ramai yang apa? Isu COVID ni apa dia? Agak apa semua?
Menganggur.
Yes, unemployment injury scheme. Every month 6,000 to 8,000 every month orang yang menganggur. So dalam pekeso ni dia ada unemployment injury scheme. So people yang diberhentikan kerja akan dapat insurans lah. So insurans tu tak lama. Lebih kurang saya ingat dalam 4 bulan ke 6 bulan. 6 bulan 1 bulan pertama dapat penuh, bulan kedua dapat separuh, bulan ketiga dia ada insurans so siapa yang diberhentikan boleh dapat. Dia macam di Amerika lain. Mereka ada unemployed scheme. Mana dekat Amerika ni dia akan bagi gaji, dia akan bagi dole, dia panggil dole dole ni dia akan bagi bulanan kos untuk sara hidup. So macam di Australia, dia orang yang tak bekerja ni, yang menganggur ni dapat 1,000, kalau tak silap saya, $1,300 every month. Macam scholarship pelajar kita lah. Dapat lebih kurang 1,400, dia dapat dalam 1,300. Bolehlah dia sewa bilik, bolehlah sara makan harian tak adalah berempat tepi jalan gelandangan sebab negara diorang bagus kalau yang tak dapat kerja menganggur akan dapat dole ini kemalangan dilaporkan. You tengok sini kemalangan perusahaan 2015 34,258, 2016 35,304, meningkat sikit. Ini industrial accident. Ini pure industrial accident. This means that ramai yang pekerja accident. Commuting accident. Commuting accident ni so mengambil kira perjalanan pergi balik kerja. Dia punya accident 28,000. So lebih kurang macam itulah every year. Kalau you nak tahu lagi, you baca laporan tahunan sok-sok. Jadi tengok sini kemalangan dilaporkan 2012 hingga 2016 makin meningkat. You see, dari peningkatan every year ada so kemalangan perusahaan 35,000, ada peningkatan. Jadi OT untuk sebenarnya OT untuk industri ni penting sebab ramai yang kemalangan di tempat ni. Ini perjalanan pun meningkat. Ini untuk OT di hospital lah. Kan timur pesakit. Tapi yang di perusahaan ni, ni OT yang bekerja di company yang besar-besar ni sepatutnya ada OT. So dia dapat benefit. So, ramai yang mendapat benefit. 528,000 penerima benefit. Ini dia. Ini kalau you nak tengok lebih lanjut, apa je benefit yang dia dapat bagi? Dia bagi faedah hilang upaya sementara, faedah hilang upaya kekal, funeral benefit pun ini recipient ni berapa ramai yang menerima. Medical benefit berapa ramai ni kemudian rawatan dialisis, kemudahan pemulihan jasmani dan vocational, physical or vocational rehabilitation facility yang dekat sok-sok, dekat tempat-tempat private. Ini jumlah. Kalau you nak buat kajian lebih lanjut, boleh tengok laporan sok-sok ya. Ini jumlah jumlah yang dibagi 2.9 billion juta, 2,948 juta. Tambah lagi yang baru ni, unemployed injuries, unemployed scheme lagi bertambah lagi tahun 2020. So when talk about occupational rehab, dia punya definition, so it includes the medical treatment and the management process designed to maximize the person's ability to return to work by addressing the issues of productivity, safety, physical tolerance, and work behavior. So this is definition of occupational rehab. So if you treat the workers, the definition of occupational rehab, you kena maximize dia punya personal ability to return to work by addressing productivity, safety, physical tolerance, and work behavior. So this is the definition of occupational rehab. Kalau you dapat klien yang bekerja, this is the thing that you need to rehab them in terms of maximize the person's ability to return to work. So this is the thing that as an OT we need in terms of intervention. You need to also involve yourself in promotion. Promotion kan. For example, you educate your client or workers in terms of manual handling yang betul, cara mengangkat barang yang betul kan, in terms of dia punya biomekanik. This is a promotion. So depends on your punya expertise lah kan. Then secondary intervention, you kena detect dia punya hazard, dia punya disease. You buat health surveillance, you buat inspection, you buat risk assessment, you nak detect hazard. As an OT, we expert in biomechanic thing. For example, awkward posture, repetitive task, sebagainya. Then the third one, they call it tertiary intervention, limitation of disability and rehabilitation. So when you approach with the worker, you need to do FCE, you need to do occupational therapy, and then you must involve with the compensation, return to work program. This is the thing when talk about intervention and activities behind it. You need to have involved in promotion, early detection, and also involved with their limitation and rehabilitation. So this is from Australia National Occupational Health and Safety Council. Safe perspective. What are their punya perspective? Is that managing process involving early intervention with appropriate, adequate, and timely service based on assessed needs, and which is aimed at maintaining injury or ill employees of returning them to stable employment. This means what? You buat intervention, appropriate intervention, as early as possible. Your intervention must be appropriate to what the needs of the worker, and which is aimed at maintaining injured or ill employees of returning them to stable employment. So dia punya target ni ke Australia, macam di Australia ni dia ada National Safety Health Council, termasuk injured worker, dia punya plan is to return them to stable employment. Dia punya guideline. Broader sense, strategy to maximize individual potential for restoration to pre-injury, physical, social, psychological, educational, and vocational status. Emphasize a multidisciplinary approach and compensation system rehabilitation more focused. So, di Australia ni, Dia more fokus. Dia punya compensation. Di Malaysia ni lain sikit. Contoh macam bila seorang tu dapat kecederaan, bila dia dapat kenal pasti dia punya keperluan, kerajaan Malaysia akan bagi monetary compensation. Judge akan bagi jumlah, katakan pampasan tu bergantung kepada keperluan dia, dan bila dia dah buat, dia bagi duit, pampasan duit. Tak macam Australia, apa yang dia nak tu, itu yang dia bagi. Katakan dia perlukan kaki palsu, itu yang dia dapat. Lain daripada Malaysia, sistem Malaysia. This is from Karen Jacobs. Karen Jacobs ni, dia editor work journal. Kalau you ada masa, you baca work journal. Work journal is very, very good, really focus on OT in work. Banyak study-study yang berkaitan OT in work dalam work journal. Karen Jacob. Dia punya apa ni, dia beritahu, dia punya perspektif that as an OT, our ideal goal is injury or disability prevention. When this goal is not attainable and the client sustain injury or become disabled, we focus our attention on assessing individual needs and follow that with any form of intervention deemed appropriate. So, dia dah beritahu. Sekejap ya. Nah, dia orang datang. So, our goal is disability prevention. When this goal is not attainable and the client sustain injury, become disabled, we focus on our attention on assessing dia punya keperluan and follow that with any form of intervention deemed appropriate. So OT responsibility, apa OT responsibility at workplace? Information and review material regarding employee job activities. We able to review. Kita kena review information regarding job activities di tempat kerja. So OT need kena investigate. Kalau dia buat aktiviti, job activities, kita kena tengok dia punya task, dia punya equipment, task dia tu, bila dia buat kerja tu, betul tak task tu? Is it? Tak ada awkward posture, tak ada repetitive, kan? Ada punya workstation macam mana, ketinggian, kerusi. So, this is the punya responsibility as a OT. And then ensure employee privacy and confidentiality. You kena seorang yang rahsiakan pelanggan you, dia punya kerahsiaan mesti dijaga. Then evaluate symptomatic employees. You sebagai OT di tempat kerja, you kena check dia punya medical history, dia punya description of work activity, dia punya physical examination, initial assessment of diagnosis, opinion, occupational risk factors. Kalau ada risk factor di tempat kerja, you are the one. Then you need to examine employee yang ada symptom. You kena follow up symptomatic employees and document symptom improvement of resolution. Kalau nak katakan, you buat survey, patient every department, every area of work, dia ada menunjukkan simptom, kan? Kita sebagai OT ni, kita ada symptom survey. Katakan dia ada pain kat back dia, dekat dia punya shoulder, ada shoulder pain ke. Ramai yang suffer back pain or shoulder pain di certain area. So you already able to foresee probably there is issue of workstation punya issue. Probably dia punya meja ketinggian tak betul. So you need to follow up this thing. Sekejap ya. Okay. So this is the, sorry. Okay. So in terms of hazard, we are more on biomechanical hazard yang I dah beritahu. Dia punya cara bekerja, ada pekerjaan yang menyebabkan awkward posture, ada menyebabkan forceful task yang over the limit. So you need to understand the job, kan? Whether the job involve repetitive tasks, vibration, and then design of the work area, hand tool use, hand tool, penggunaan alat di tempat kerja, nature of loads to be handled, load tu. You kena faham juga load apa yang weight dia, in term of weight, Farah nak the weight dia, manual handling of loads, cara orang nak mengangkat berat secara manual, you seorang yang observant, you tengok cara mengangkat, individual worker factors, you kena faham factors seorang, dia punya personality of the worker, dia punya traits, the work organisation, you need to understand that. Dia punya schedule, dia punya rotation. So this is the OT you can do. So in terms of OT at workplace, what are the things? What are the things that you can do at workplace? So OT can develop a full-scale ergonomics program for use-wide company. So dia panggil, you are able to develop a full-scale ergonomic program. Step 1, apa step dia? Step 1, you establish company and safety program. So you buat hazard identification, you buat case documentation, assessment of control option, hazard, healthcare management. And then you kena advise the management in terms of policy statement. Policy statement tentang mesti ada policy tentang kalau injured worker, what you going to do with the injured worker. Apa proses dia? Apa komitmen pada pekerja yang injured. And then you need to involve meeting with employees and supervisors. You advise employees and supervisors. Then you buat the risk assessment. Apa risiko pekerjaan kat situ. Macam mana you boleh assess, you boleh nilai. Then resource available. Receive time, information, and evaluate measures. And then you kena involve workers in the process. You kena set up committee, involve workers. Pekerja kat situ. This is the step 1. Step 2, you training to build in-house expertise. You train diorang, pekerja, supervisor, macam mana nak tahu tentang ergonomics, awareness training tentang ergonomics, basic job analysis and control measure, problem solving. Dan dalam ni pun you boleh ajar macam mana yang saya ajar tadi, stress management, kan, pada pekerja-pekerja. Macam mana manage stress, macam identify symptom of physical, behavior, emotional. Macam mana nak do deep breathing technique, all that. Ni boleh diajar. This step 2 is training to build in-house expertise. Then step 3, you gather and examine evidence of work-related musculoskeletal problem. You follow up kalau worker ada report tentang isu dia ada sakit belakang, pain kat mana-mana. So you kena follow up. You kena review workplace log injury. Kalau ada injury, you kena tahu apa sebab kecederaan. You buat conduct symptom survey. You buat study, evidence-based study, conduct job analysis. Then setting priorities to follow up. So you kena set priorities mana yang mana yang perlu dibuat follow up. Contoh, manual handling. Manual handling itu angkat berat tu melebihi katakan standard untuk manual handling. For example, dia angkat 45 kilos. Dia buat seorang. So you set priority lah. This one need to reduce the punya weight. You kena follow up, set priorities. You kena beritahu pada employer, this is hazardous action to do, kan? So you kena advise dia punya weight not more than 21 kilos. So after you dah buat survey symptom, ini dah buat survey symptom, dah buat survey, dah tahu, dah buat risk assessment. You buat developing and implementing control. You buat a 3-tier hierarchy control measure. Apa tu a 3-tier hierarchy control measure? Pertama, you need to reduce or eliminate hazard. Reduce or eliminate hazard or using engineering control. Contoh noise, kan? Noise tu more than 115 decibel. Sentiasa more than 115 decibel. So you gonna dia punya dia punya hierarchy. First you kena eliminate the hazard. Tak boleh, hazard ni memang kena ada. Then you buat, for example, you buat engineering control, you bagi barricade, you isolate dalam bilik atau you bagi barricade, kan? Barricade ni pelindung pada hazard tersebut, noise hazard machine. Kalau tak boleh, tak efektif juga, you kena schedule dia punya work practice, dibuat rotation. Tak boleh dedah terlampau lama. Last kali you buat earmark, kan? PPE. Begitu juga dengan COVID-19 ni. What ada punya developing and implementing control for COVID-19. Okey, ada yang nak masuk. TH Kadir baru nak masuk. Dia keluar ke tadi? TH. First, for example, COVID-19. What are the 3-tier hierarchy control for COVID-19? First, you need to eliminate the hazard. Macam ni eliminate the hazard? By sanitizing, kan? You buat, katakan you sembuh sanitizer, you sembuh pembunuh kuman. Masa orang datang kena sembuh bag dia apa semua tu. Kemudian you buat isolation of them. You isolate yang dah jangkitan. Kan? Kemudian current practice you buat you buat rotation. Group A yang frontliner ni yang kerja, group B rehat. Kemudian the last resort is PPE. You bagi mask, whole garment, shield, all these things. So this is the implementation control. Step 5, effectively manage occupational injury. Kalau ada dia dah buat semua tu tapi dah prevent tapi ada yang cedera, kena buat effective management of injury. Kena buat education training, kena buat early reporting, help family with job and job tasks, modify jobs, accommodating function limitation, ensuring permitted by law, employee responsibility. Ini semua kena ni lah. This is the effective way of manage occupational injury. Then placing the injured worker. First option, same job, same employer. Similar job, same employer. New job, same employer. Second option, same job, new employer. Similar job, new employer. New job or new employer. Dia boleh apa ni, apa, bila tempatkan bekerja, you are the one OT di tempat apa ni, apa dekat company tu yang bertanggungjawab. So you kena buat rehabilitation report. Rehabilitation report penting untuk menunjukkan the outcome, hasilnya. Itu penting. You kena promotekan outcome of your report. Outcome of, for example, a service offered by cost, dia punya duration, goal to be achieved, outcome of intervention. This is very important to highlight dia punya peranan, dia punya roles dekat tempat kerja. So this is the rehabilitation plan yang you gonna buat di tempat kerja. Ni contoh plan apa yang you kena ada dalam konten tu. Progress report, progress rehab report, and then case closure report. Kena ada. So case tu kalau dah settle, kena close. So dalam closure ni, apa cost dia? Cost ni penting sebab you nak compare. Kalau you tak ada, apa cost dia macam mana? Kalau you ada, OT ada di company tu, cost dia kurang, dapat kurangkan cost. Working at the private sector, the bottom line is that it's talking about money, kan? Kalau you ada di situ, medical expenses dapat reduce. So this is the way we involve in occupational rehab. So as an OT, this is our expertise, economic assessment. We are able to assess people yang kerja kat office, kerja kat yang involve manual handling, kan? So kat sini, you boleh baca lah. Boleh baca apa step-step dia yang melibatkan workstation dengan manual handling. This one contoh-contoh, gambar-gambar semua saya dah ada. Macam mana kita buat, this one lebih kepada observation, inspection. OT inspect, people work at office, apa benda yang kita observe, semua ada kat sini. So kita catatkan di tempat kerja macam mana. So then bila you dah buat assessment with your finding, you kena bagi solution, recommendation, solution. The company biasanya dia tak nak berfikir. They don't want to think. They got another lot of things to think. They want us and OT to give solution. For example, like this one, For example, like kursi tu tak ada support. Kursi ni tak ada support, back support tak ada. And then you buat survey, body survey symptom, dia ada pain. And jangan dah buat assessment, jangan you tak ada bagi solution. Solution dia apa? Solution, for example, buy wheelchair yang ada back support. Di mana? Where the vendors? How much? That's why, as an OT, you need to have all these things, this information, the resource. Beli di mana, kedai di mana, berapa harga, cost dia, mana yang berkualiti, mana yang tak berkualiti. So you kena bagi solution kat dia. For example, like ni, seat mana, for example, like this one, kan, keyboard. Kadang keyboard ada yang sesuai, mouse dia, mana nak beli mouse tu. Then, after you dah buat survey, ergonomic, apa semua ni, one of the thing, the solution is can be dia punya, then you buat reassessment, then you come up with solution. 3 tier. First, eliminate dia punya hazard by come out with engineering control, kan? And second, probably you buat work schedule. The third one, dia punya protection, dia punya tools. So, you all boleh baca ni. Saya dah ada kalau you besok nak buat borang, katakan borang untuk buat workstation assessment, you gunakan this one. Okay. Sekejap, okay. Untuk manual handling, macam mana kita buat assessment people yang manual handling, ada kat sini. Okay. So you all tak ada kelas ke? Apa ni? Hello?
Ada
Ada.
ke? Ada
Ada.
Ada sir.
Pukul berapa?
Ada sampai pukul 4.
Lepas ni 10.30 ada kelas
Ada.
Siapa punya kelas?
Kamal.
Gamal
Kamal.
10.30 Okey. Sekarang kita ambil
Okay.
apa ni? OT. OT also can play a role in terms of safety and promotion. OT can play a role in occupational safety and health promotion. Even right now tempat you bekerja, katakan you bekerja di OT department, apa dia punya, apa you can do. This is one topic saya masukkan dalam ni. Leading by example. Leading by example. Employee involvement. Leading by example, OT kena bagi set example lah. Macam head department ataupun you sebagai OT bila you treat patient, you bagi example macam mana untuk mengelakkan kecederaan, macam mana untuk mau safety perlu dibuat kepada you punya client. And then you kena involve the employee, staff tempat kerja, even attendant, kerani yang bekerja di department you. Kalau you ada driver pun sekali, kena involve in terms of safety and health promotion. And then bagi reward, bagi insentif siapa yang menunjukkan atau praktis safety yang betul. And then bagi, ada juga disinsentif. Insentif ketika you masukkan dalam sasaran kerja tahunan, apa kalau you dapat tunjukkan model yang baik tentang safety, markah tinggi. Kalau tak, model yang tak baik tentang safety, bagi kurangkan markah. Pilih yang best practice. And then improve you punya communication. And then training. Training, you buat training bersama dengan pesakit, talking about safety, kan? Ataupun dengan staff you, kena ada. So leading by example, management of all level must not ignore safety rules. Bukan safety officer only, all the staff, department ke, apa, kerani ke, sebagainya kan. Employee involvement, involve dengan employee. Itu kena cari kadang safety day, big month, off safety day. Kadang sebulan sekali kita buat di department, kita buat safety day, safety month. Kita adakan competition. Kita kena report incident dan sebagainya. Bagi reward, insentif, bagi bonus ke, bagi penalti kalau yang tak ikut. Best practice, cari yang benchmark mana yang you kena ikut. Communication, improve communication. Sama ada verbal ke non-verbal, semua kena ada meeting. Setiap hari ada 15 minit meeting, ataupun seminggu sekali kena ada meeting. Semua kena ada meeting. Rumah bising pula. Tu buat meeting, kena buat. Tu buat meeting maksudnya kadang seminggu 30 minit, tapi talking more on safety. Lebih kepada safety punya meeting. Kena ada apa ni, sign, kena ada notice board, kena ada label kalau melibatkan hazard material, semua itu kena. Training, important. Awareness, general skill, competencies, continuous training dan sebagainya. So not semua saya dah bagi dalam tu semua, ya. Okay, ada soalan tentang topik ni? Nabila, Adli, semua nama dah boleh keluar sini. Yeah. Okay, I just want to, kalau tak ada soalan, I just want to remind you all that the continuous assessment 1 start today until first day of Hari Raya. Nanti
Alright.
55. So topic week 1, week 2, week 4. And then
Okay,
lab
sir.
1, lab 2, lab 3. Masuk tu lah. Okay. Alright.
So
Okay.
level yang mana
Okay,
tu
sir.
Level kena buat report ke kena buat live class je?
I discuss. Dalam
Level 1.
dalam test tu ada online. Okay, I talking about test. Continuous assessment 1 tu. It's quite heavy, I tell you. You kena baca betul. Dia ada true false, dan true false, dan juga ada bertulis. You kena type. So, buat dalam laptop, jangan buat kat handphone. Dalam laptop, masa dia 1 jam 15 minit.
Sir, yang lab 3 tu tak perlu hantar report kan?
Lab tak payah, cuma dalam I discuss I ada topik yang I discuss dalam lab, kan? Dalam lab, so saya akan ambil kira 10%. Okay.
Okay.
So, saya dah masuk lab 4. Lab 4, okay, so topik pun termasuk lab 4. So dalam I discuss tu ada topik talking about lab 4. Cuba tonton dulu video tu. Then dalam I discuss apa yang saya tanya. Masa test tu buat dalam komputer, dia mintakan typing. Ada typing. Bukannya ada typing. So kalau katakan bagi note pun ada dekat note lah kan. So open note. Faham? Sediakan note-note tu sebelah kiri kanan, atas, belakang, jawab masa yang dibagi kan. So buat test tu jangan di tempat yang jangan masa tengah nak buka puasa ke sahur kan. Janganlah masa tu. Time semua orang dah tidur lah buat. Kalau tidak nanti kacau. Tak boleh concentrate.
So, kalau contoh kalau tiba-tiba line terputus ke macam tu, dia ulang balik ke ataupun macam mana?
Ini kalau terputus, PM saya. And tell the reason and capture apa yang terputus tu. So I tengoklah kalau reason dia okey, I bagilah. I buat retest balik lah. Kayu tapi I have to wait until everyone finish the test. Barulah harap janganlah. Jangan isu kan. Tidak nanti tak habis-habis. Nanti you tak nak beraya tak seronok dah kan. Fikir nak berjawab test kan. Stres pula nanti kan. Okey, ada good soalan lain ada? Apa nak tanya? Sekejap, ada orang nak masuk lagi ni. 32. Jangan lupa isi borang attendance tu Syarifah Nuraini. Baru nak masuk. Okey, ada siapa lagi nak tanya soalan? Syarifah, mana Syarifah? Okey, ada nak tanya soalan Syarifah?
Sorry, saya terputus line tadi.
Okey, tak apa. Ada benda yang nak tanya ke Syarifah?
Yang mula-mula doktor tanya pasal assessment hormone rate scale tu untuk stres juga
Apa tak dengar? Syarifah, apa dia?
Yang mula-mula doktor ada terangkan pasal hormone rate scale
Work stress skill
Itu assessment untuk apa?
Work stress skill is assessing the stress at workplace.
Okay, hormone and apa? Lemis tadi. Hormone and apa skill tadi?
Yalah, stress skill lah.
Skill jugalah.
Ya, ada.
Ada slide yang mula-mula tu.
Mula-mula, okey. Talking about stress kan. Yalah, stress skill lah kan. Oh, yang apa slide tu, yang pertama tu
Sebab tak pernah dengar lagi.
Ya ke? Ni. Apa? Siapa? Syarifah? Halo Syarifah. Nanti UPM saya. Sebab saya nanti saya akan cerita lanjut lagi lah. Dengan Okey, ada yang lain? Apa yang nak tanya lagi?
So far so good, Doctor.
Okay, so every one of you take care yourself. Selamat Hari Raya. Siapa Hari Raya ni?
Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Raya.
Yes, sir.
Selamat Raya.
Hari pertama je boleh kan? Selawat boleh keluar negeri kan? Hari dia dekat lah. So take care everyone Okay.
Okay, doktor.
Terima kasih doktor.
See you next time.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.